This is Jonathan Tangle here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by the CEO of IBA Pro, Siesta. That's a good ring to it.
How are you, my brother? You all right?
I'm good. It's been a long time since I've seen you anywhere, but you are here with IBA Pro. Interesting concept, this. Tell the fans a bit about what you were telling me off camera.
I'm here on behalf of IBA Pro in London by myself, but I like you by myself. It's all right, I can take it on, no problem. I like your style of filming, your glasses in your face, right, literally very close to your lens, so I can look at you in there pretty much permanently and imminently. Okay, so what do you want to know? Tell me.
Well, tell us about the concept, because it's a very different concept to anything that's going on in boxing right now.
We need something different because the boxing is in such a great place already, so what can we innovate more to add to it? And I realize this safe, secure platform where people can measure up their talent at the early stage without wasting time. Because, listen, you only got one life, we live once, and the fighters got very short careers. We found the space, we found the concept where the fighters can really enjoy their career early and see how good they are. The promoters can see, the boxing world can see how good they are, and then you can make your investments or you can make your projections in the career according to your early performances, so on and so forth. Plus, we can have great big commercial fights to done there right now without threatening their professional records and things like that, their ratings with other governing bodies. It's an open platform called IBA Pro that is registered on BoxRec, where any good fighter that is ready to fight, despite the nationality, religious belief, or his ticket-selling ability, can participate right there now.
So are you looking at more prospects, or would you like established names on this? What sort of level will IBA Pro have?
Repeat that again. Sorry, I drifted. I actually quite like what I just said before, and I was like admiring myself. Sorry.
In terms of the level of professional fighters you're going to have, is it prospects? Is it established names, former world champions? Or what level?
Everyone, every single level. Obviously, you need to have good guidelines. For example, because we work with Olympic boxers and the people participated in the world championships and amateurs and Olympic games and the good pros, the standard needs to be there. We are high quality elite platform, but people from all walks of life, fighters from every single level, if they're ready to fight and we think they are eligible, they're all welcome.
So you said the record, it doesn't go on their professional record. So if you're trying to get fighters, say, that are with Boxer, Matchroom, Frank Warren, how does it work contractually? Because those guys have contracts with those guys, so are they? How does it work?
Because IBA Pro is an independent platform, it's a complete new entity, and it's a governing body championship, and the media company on its own, they obviously will be contracted within our system with us. So you could be a matchroom fighter and you can have co-promotional contract for the IBA Pro League, if you know what I mean. So, but then obviously this is a kind of it's a judicial conversation to have about how we can do it. But ultimately, there's no reason why Matchroom fighter and Frank Warren's fighter can't fight in IBA Pro platform. Doable.
And what would you say the main incentive for a fighter to join the IBA Pro is? Is it titles, financial? What do they get out of joining IBA?
The truth. And this is the most important thing that the fighter needs to find out, the truth about themselves. Basically, there are lots of fighters who are deprived. They always, like, for example, some fighters blame promoters, some blame managers, some blame misfortune in their career. This is the perfect place for you to find out who you really are.
So tell us about the shows coming up. I know you've got one coming up soon, and with plans to stage some in the UK, right?
Absolutely. UK is the main place for me because I am British, and I am a license holder with the British Boxing Board of Control in various departments. I think I've got like once upon a time I had 4 licenses, and this is the home of boxing. Definitely, I can't say this is the home of world boxing, but it's definitely home of European boxing. And UK is a very serious territory for my project, for our project. And yeah, I'm aiming to come to the UK to speak to the British Boxing Board of Control to present my wonderful concept, and we'll see if we can do something together. Obviously, broadcasting, we don't have issue at the moment because we've got funding from various sponsors. We can sustain the continuation of the development of the platform, but UK is possibly one of the final destinations, yes. And it's coming very soon. In terms of shows, you're asking me, I already done 5. I've got show number 6 coming up in Dushanbe, Tajikistan, because we've got great Tajik fighters, one of them fighting for the WBA Gold unification alongside Intercontinental IBA Pro title. In 10-rounder, and we've got great undercard. We've got great MMA guy, very famous bare knuckle guy, who's fighting in boxing because he was a great boxer before. So again, the cross fights with boxing rules are also taking place on IBA Pro because we're also a media company. So it's very interesting, very interesting.
Are there any specific fights you want to make? You know, if you had to any names from the UK that you want to get in the league?
I've just made an offer about 2 days ago to Jazza Dickens to fight Albert Batargaziev, who is a Tokyo Olympic champion and WBA interim super featherweight champion. I'm waiting to hear from Lee Eaton and the team if Jazza wants to fight him. But I just been notified today that potentially if Lamont Roach will imminently be announced against Gervonta Davis as a rematch, Albert might get propelled to a full champion. Therefore, there's an immediate mandatory that he will have to defend, and it will happen in Istanbul in June.
And there's a Russian fighter that I hear you want to put in with Lee Wood. Talk to us about that.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. That's Albert Batargaziev. So listen, Lee Wood, Michael Conlon, and Jamie Conlon, nice guy though. Yeah, Michael Conlon, Josh Warrington, Zelfa Barrett, it's all super featherweights. Listen, so many fights we can have. There's also Soufiane Oumicha. Did I mention him? The French dual silver Olympic champion, medalist, and world champion, amateur world champion, also super featherweight. Very well known. I think he once upon a time he was with Queensberry. I don't know what happened there, but he's now with IBA Pro. We've got some great fighters: Philippines, Russians, Ukrainians, Armenians, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, all those boxing nations, Latin Americans. Beautiful.
Al, just a couple other things to ask you whilst I've got you here. We have a huge rematch coming up in July, Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to play out? Do you think Daniel Dubois can beat him this time?
I don't know how that will play out. I know what I feel in my heart, and I feel that Oleksandr Usyk is still firm favorite because of his experience, because how solid he is inside out. Daniel, I haven't been yet convinced of his levels. He's got power, he's strong, he's athletic, he's got great engine, and yes, he beat Anthony Joshua, but that wasn't AJ. That Anthony Joshua wasn't the Anthony Joshua I know. Something happened on that day with him. And if he beats Oleksandr Usyk, I will fully take my hat off and recognize his talent.
Tyson Fury, there's a lot of rumours that he's going to return to the ring. John Fury said to Seconds Out that Sugar Hill he feels is incapable of training him. What's your thoughts on that? Should Tyson remain with Sugar Hill if he does come back?
Return of Tyson Fury to the ring is quite unexpected, isn't it? And what I can tell you about Tyson Fury, I like Tyson Fury, great talent, great media personality, fantastic fighter, second best heavyweight of recent times, and probably second best, yeah. And I think he will be welcomed by British public, by the world public, and all entire media. We miss Tyson Fury. The boxing is not the same without Tyson Fury. I think Tyson, we need you. Come back.
And if he does come back and fights Joshua, is that a 50-50 fight in your opinion?
Absolute 50-50 fight. This is genuine 50-50 fight. I tell you, the main guidelines, ask promoters, ask Eddie Hearn, ask Frank Warren, they will back their fighters 50-50. I know they do that for media, even when their guy is an underdog. But here, I think AJ is an Olympic champion, former world champion, got big power, decent footwork, great boxing IQ. Tyson Fury, full of flair and all his tricks and unorthodoxality, if there's a word like this, unorthodoxal, that's a better word. And 50-50 for me, 50-50. Who do I fancy? I don't know. I don't know. But I would like to see that fight.
Lastly, September 12th, but I think the date's changed to September 13th. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford jumping up a couple of weight divisions. Who do you think wins that fight?
Let me set you a beautiful example. Is there any rehydration clauses?
No.
No, okay. So Chris Eubank Jr. is a middleweight, stroke super middleweight. Conor Benn is a welterweight. That fight was grueling. That fight was very close and a brilliant fight. I can't see the reason why Crawford and Canelo be a bad fight. Fantastic fight. The height-wise, they're the same. Yes, one a little bit stockier, but let's just take it outside the ring. Imagine something happened somewhere at the party or in the pub. Do you understand? They're similar size. The skill of Crawford is incredible. He does have power. He penetrated with the jab. Do you remember Kell Brook's knockout? He's got big power. He knocked out David Avanesyan. Canelo, I mean, he had the fight against Amir Khan, and you see what happened, but Amir Khan been doing really well before he got knocked out. Who do I fancy? I don't know. I think Crawford could potentially outbox Canelo, tangle him up, because Canelo, as much as a great fighter he is, with a brilliant variety of punches and great defense, he's slightly flat-footed for Crawford somewhere, maybe. It's a great fight. If Crawford gonna get knocked out, I won't be surprised. If Canelo gonna get outboxed, I won't get surprised either. So anything could, 50-50 for me.
Just lastly on that, a lot of people saying that because of the size they expect Canelo to knock out Crawford, but Canelo has not had a knockout in, I believe, since 2021 when he knocked out Plant. So do you feel that Crawford can stay in there with him, and do you feel Canelo is on the slide?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Canelo, Erislandy Lara. It's the same thing. Larry, a very slender fighter, you know, is like a skinny bone, isn't it? So I don't know. I think it's much harder for Canelo than people think. And size, in this occasion, it doesn't matter.
Is he as motivated as he used to be, do you think?
I'm not sure. Not by the performance with William Skull. But with Crawford, for the legacy, for the ultimate #1, the best guy, definitely will be motivated.
Siesta, appreciate your time. Good seeing you again. Give us a final word on IBA Pro and what people can expect.
It's a wonderful platform that welcoming everyone, every single promoter in the world who loves boxing. Welcome, guys. It's a fantastic idea. We will keep working hard. We'll deliver something very soon, and we'll be in touch with everyone, see if we can work together. I love you all. We'll all catch up, and I'll see you very soon.